Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm your tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to do some more whales watching. We're going to take a look at Prince William and Harry's relationship. I did a quick check-in on William and a quick check-in on Catherine. You can go see those videos in my live category on my channel. But we're going to take a look at the brothers. So recently, Harry declared that he is a United States resident. Allegedly, this is because they're concerned that Biden's going to get voted out of office and he may get booted out if the opposition gets in. There's some method to that madness, whatever. But I think it's really important because I think the door has been closed to returning to the royal family. I think they do not want him back. I've done in readings before that King Charles does not want him back with his wife. King Charles would like him back solo. I don't know where that leaves the children, whatever your opinion is on them. But let's take a look and see how the brothers' relationship is doing. I mean, it's terrible that they have had such a volatile relationship of late, but you know, stupid is as stupid does. I have to say. So as always, thank you so much for being here. It's my favorite part of the day. If you're a new viewer, please consider subscribing. If you are a regular, thank you so much for being here. You guys are great. Like I said, it's my favorite part of the day. I've been out for the last few weeks because we had dog watching and then Raven got injured. So we were taking care of her. And then I had Angus going to World Championships, which, by the way, they came in 8th in the world. So they did great. It was out of, I think, 40 or 45 fans. So they did great. They are 8th in the world. On to next season. The kids get like a week off and then they go into their outdoor season. So it's a year-round sport for us. So an expensive year-round sport, but we're super proud. My son had like a whole bunch of features in this year's program. So if you want, you can ask me for a link. I'll put a link up. I'm a proud mom and I'm not worried about anybody, taking him or anything because he's really annoying and requires a lot of care and feeding and money. So they'd probably give him back right away. So so let's take a look at William and Harry. Let's see how that relationship's going. And as always, I have my whales super golden tarot. I don't know why the minute Princess Catherine wore that dress, that gold dress to the Bond thing, there was no way I was like, this is her deck. I'm reading on the whales with this. So let's see. We're going to read for the relationship between the brothers, just like an entity, just like I was reading for one person. So let's go, tarot fam. Oh, there's lots of stuff that's coming out. The moon, when it's in reverse, we're not in tune with the other's emotions. We're not in tune with the other's intentions. We're completely on different railroad tracks here emotionally and intuitively. But also when the moon is in reverse, we're seeing things coming out. We're getting actual data that's coming out. We're finding out things. Let's see what's crossing them or supporting them or holding them in this position. This is the netherworld of Harry and Meghan being kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out of all countries, not just 2 countries, all countries. No one wants to touch them with a 10-foot pole because the minute you invite them to your house, they tell everyone that you have chocolate mushrooms in your refrigerator and they blow your cover. So it's not a relationship that a lot of countries are going to want to get in. They're going to complain. They're going to say there's paparazzi and they're expensive to keep. They are really, really expensive to keep if the host country is going to take over the security and responsibility for them. What's under the surface with this relationship? The anxiety that's abating. If they don't speak to each other, they are not experiencing strife anxiety, irritation. So it really is best if they don't talk to each other at all. They cannot agree on anything. If we handed them both a piece of chocolate and said, how does it taste? One would say it tastes delicious. It's the greatest thing I've ever had. And one would say, are you kidding? It's the most disgusting thing that I've ever put in my mouth. That's the status of the relationship at this point. What is in the past that we need to either leave in the past or bring to the past with us in our little virtual suitcase, this tangled up nonsense. They need to simplify their relationship and conversations. The tangled upness, it's to the nth power. This is a sense of arguing. Again, with the piece of chocolate, like I give you both a piece of chocolate and you're arguing over whether the chocolate tastes good. And then somehow we're talking about Turkish delight. And then somehow we're talking about ribbon candy. And somehow we're talking about lemon sours. Like it just will go on and on. They just convolute. And I'm giving them both credit for this. I don't think it's one party. I think they both do it because one will lead the other down this, not so primrose path of discussion of things. So if they're discussing the poor treatment of Megan, then it's going to go to how there was poor treatment of Kate. Then they're going to go to the poor treatment of the kids. Then they're going to go to the poor treatment of it just goes on and on. It's like even doing this reading, it's really tedious for me to feel it. It just is layering. They never solve the initial problem because they are so busy having a pissing contest over who has it worse. I do think that one lays it out first. I think they come to the table with a sense of let's cooperate and let's find a peaceful solution. And that's not to say that they're talking right now, because they're not. But I think, there is one party that is more interested in a solution, but they both want each other to admit that they were wrong and that they've been wronged, and they want sorries and apologies and throwing themselves on the floor and I can't believe that I betrayed my brother. Like, it's really stupid and drama. What's on their mind? Their mind is on fighting. So this is really why they need to not engage. Look at what we have here. 5 of swords, 8 of swords, 9 of swords, swords. What are swords? Swords are conflict. Swords are thinking. When the swords are in reverse, the thinking is convoluted. We're not thinking in the right way. This sword is the 9 of swords down here is anxiety, stress. And for us, it's to the nth power. This is really something that I don't know if it's correctable. I don't know if it is. What's in the immediate future for these two? Immediate future. Now we're rewriting all of the past instead of saying, you know what, maybe we should just, remember, who we are and what our parents brought us up to be, what our family brought us up to be, how we should be conducting ourselves. Now everyone's rewriting the past, and the past stinks. Nothing was good. Everything was bad. 2 sausages versus 5 sausages. We're going to get conversations like that. And conversely, I think that William is going to approach it with, Harry, you had a lot more freedom to do things than I did. You didn't have to do well in school. You got support when you didn't do well, just so that they could get you through the rough patches. You got to act like a jerk. If I had acted like a jerk, then I would be the cruel King William eventually on the throne. So, they don't. I think William sees the luxuries that Harry had much more so than Harry sees the difficulties that William had. I think that's really what we're looking at here. How they see themselves as brothers, not founded at all. That King of Pentacles is in reverse. There's no fixing it. How others see them is potentially able to restart this relationship. I think this is a very tall ask from any of the courtiers or anyone around them. I think this is a tall ask. I think the two of them have very loud voices and very certain minds about the situation together. I think anyone that tries to advise them otherwise is in for an earful. Hopes and fears. The fear is that there is no future, and the hope is that there is no future. I think both parties don't want to be troubled by this, but I think one of the parties still wants to benefit from the association with this family. The outcome is the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is renewed attacks on each other. So not looking so good. We're going to keep this video really short. As always, it is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not reveling in the destruction of this relationship between the two brothers. I do think that they should correct this path because they are such a visible family, and they really do need to stop trying to tear down different institutions. And, you know, let's call it a company. Let's stop trying to mess with the company. It really shouldn't be done. But we'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep whales watching. If you guys like this, the whales watching. As always, thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I did look at my analytics, and like, it's like only 40% of you that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So you guys hit that subscribe button. It's like, I'll put more content out, I promise. You know, and as always, you can get your own magical reading like this with me. Of course, it'll be a little bit more in depth. I do them as hour appointments or an hour and a half. There's a link in the description of this video. I do hope to see some of you soon. So have a great day, and thank you so much.